Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. I can see my computer, April 29th, 2020. It is supposed to be Derby week, but it's not. Tears coming down. Um, yeah, it's just really surreal. I mean, if Derby was a big part of your life, or just celebrating and having fun this week, it's not. Um, Oaks weekend is always around my birthday, and so we traditionally take a birthday trip. We were had plans, and we have new plans, which are not anywhere close to the old plans. But Derby aside, it is time for today's daily devotion from creation to revelation. Revelation, not revolution. Apparently, make that foible a lot. Um, but this week is about um, the beginning of our story, at least, Genesis and creation. Chad talked about what is good. Um, Today, I want to talk about creativity. Um, I think I think we all agree God is a creative being, and when I say creative, I mean God creates. Uh, when we think creative, we have this connotation that um, it has to do with art or music or some kind of something like that. Although music is art, but like physical art and then auditory art, which would be music. Sherry, don't get upset at me that I made a distinction between art and music because it's all art. But we had this a tangible idea of creativity is that or craftiness or whatever, but creative is really just creating, and we know God is creative. I mean, the duck-billed platypus. Tell me that's not creative. I mean, a mammal that lays eggs that has a duckbill and then poison spurs on its feet. Super creative. Um, so God is definitely a creative being. God has created the world. God has created us. God has created humanity in God's image, which means we are creative people as well. We have the ability, part of being created in the image of God is we have the ability to create as well, to be creative. Um, so I want to challenge us today and during this week to explore our creativity. And let's explore it in tangible ways. Let's explore it through creativity in music. If we're talented like that, sing some new songs or play some new music. Not all of us are talented in that way, but some of us are good at art, uh, like drawing or sculpting or crafting. My daughter Lily loves crafting. Getting her to clean up after her crafting is difficult. But yeah, she will craft all day long. And my wife readily admits that is not her gifting. So that's something that she and I can do together. If you like writing, do a little creative writing. Um, get spiritual for a moment and get the Bible and write a devotion based on the scripture you read, or write a short story, or write something about your time during the pandemic, journaling, things like that. Be creative in those ways. Um, Also, if you like cooking, that's another avenue that you can be creative. Um, be careful if you're following baking recipes because there's science involved. And if you alter it too much in too many different ways, it will not turn out well. But particularly when cooking and non baking, you have a lot of freedom to be creative and to explore your creativity and to create something new, to uh, explore what it means to be created in the image of God as a creative being. But there are other ways that, non-tangible ways really. We think art, science, creativity totally goes into that realm. But what about being creative in our compassion? What about being creative in how we care for one another and how we comfort one another? What about being creative in how we love one another, how we hope? Um, One of the things that's right now is forcing us to do is to explore ways of hoping, explore ways of loving, explore ways of encouraging, of comforting, of caring. And we have to be creative in those ways. So this week, be creative. Think of ways that maybe you haven't done it before. Um, think of ways that maybe you've heard of or you've thought of or you've read that you've not done that sound really cool, and say, I'm going to do that. And, be creative in how you're going to do that. Create hope, create comfort, create connection with one another in the many ways that we have. In my Maundy Thursday message, we have these guys with big brains who've created all this technology that allows us to be creative. But are there other ways to be creative? Is it challenging one another to walk, to get some exercise, to get outside, whatever? Is it challenging someone to write letters, Amanda? Um, be creative in how we can comfort and care and hope with one another, and how we can connect with one another. So, God, all this to say, God is a creator. God is creative. We are like God in that we are creators as well, and we are creative. So, I challenge all of us to explore our creativity in ways that are natural. Like I said, if we're good at music or painting or drawing or whatever, or cooking, explore those creative ways. But explore some ways that maybe aren't so natural. If you're not a good cook, now it's a time to practice and get creative with it. If you don't consider yourself a good artist as far as drawing, so you might find a new hobby that you really enjoy, being creative and drawing your little robin that's sitting outside chirping at you, or drawing the trees, or drawing, people around you. Not that there should be people around you, except for like family members and things. Social distancing, folks. In the words of Andy, you can't be doing that. But be creative. Explore your creativity. Explore how you're created in the image of God as a creator this week. So thanks. Have a wonderful day. It is raining right now. So, if you want to go outside in the rain, do that. But enjoy your day. Be sure to get some exercise, and don't just sit around and work all day or watch Netflix all day. Just enjoy yourselves and enjoy this time. Have a great day. Bye.